Good morning. Welcome to a morning outlook on Friday. Friday with the whenever. My calendar's disappeared there. Is it the 12th today? Yep, it is the 12th today. Friday the 12th of February. So looking first at what we got coming out today in terms of news, and there's not a significant lot. We've got obviously bank holiday continues in China. And then the one thing we've already had is the GDP for the UK came out at 1% as opposed to the 0.5 forecast. There's not a lot of reaction to that. I mean, it's just and it will. That's a quarterly basis. That's GDP figure, which is more important than the monthly figures. But either way, not expecting too much reaction to that as the day goes on. It's in such a turmoil at the moment. So looking then at the technicals and starting off with the euro dollar, yesterday managed to pitch into round about the 34, just short of the 50 there, and solid reaction. It's looking softish on this time frame. You look across, you come down the time frames, and there's the higher high we popped in there into just short, it looks like, or just into that 4-hourly 200. And well, we're having a reaction from that sort of movement. I'm sure there'll probably be a bit divergence there. Yep, there was some divergence, and really price at this stage looks like it's got some further downside at this moment. Looking at the hourlies, here we go, we've just broken down through the trend line. I just literally drew that on about 5 minutes ago. Broken down that level, we put some lower highs in. So at the moment this market looks a bit on the softer side. Personally, just need to really wait for a bit of a retrace if I'm going to sell. Let's get on the sell side of this, but it does at this stage look soft, and with that resistance, the divergence and everything else that's running across, it's sort of ganging up on the downside for the euro at the moment. Meanwhile, the pound top here, pincer top there, or pincers, tweezers. That's it, tweezers. Could only think of it. There's tweezer top there. And a bit of a reaction. Obviously market's not taking too well to this news because it's sold off. Lower highs coming through on this 4-hourly here, which will be shown a bit clearer as we look through. And yesterday it just couldn't push up there, that higher level, and again looking soft. We're already down into this one territory, but it does look rather soft where we are, and we may just see a bit more of a continuation. Dolly Yen. So the Dolly Yen, and again, you're just seeing sort of weakness coming through already as early stages, early start here, and we're seeing higher lows coming through here, and the yen just looks like it's got perhaps more to give. The only thing I get wary about the yen, it often doesn't move massive amounts of pips in a day, and it's already into its daily R2, but it was in such a tight old range yesterday. Maybe these pivots will be ignored, and it'll push on upwards towards that 6200, maybe more. But it's just yesterday it barely moved any significant movement there at all. So really quite light movement. Aussie dollar. Well, yesterday it tried, but couldn't hang in there. We've pushed up there at the moment. Again, it's looking like it might just trickle back a little bit more. There we go. I've drawn the little wedge pattern that's sort of sitting there, just broken the bottom of that wedge. So on all these markets at this stage, now this, so often when you see this across all these markets, you just wonder, will post 8 o'clock we just see a bit of a retrace, and I'll just be patient and just see what actually happens post 8 o'clock. At the moment they all look soft, all these majors, against the US dollar. It looks like there's a bit of US dollar strength coming through, so I'm just really waiting to see if I can jump aboard and play the dollar strength, or whether we do see a complete reversal. But at the moment, as I said, all the signals that are there are suggesting further downside against the US dollar. And here, well, The dollar strengthening against the Canadian dollar. Again, it looks like there's probably some divergence. There you go, some divergence over the lows there on the Canadian dollar. So everything sort of breaking trends here. Okay, running into some key moving averages at the moment, but dollar strength looks pretty solid through these markets. Looking then at the S&Ps. Again, 3 bars on a row now, not really going anywhere, and you do wonder with this dollar strength coming through whether we'll see a bit more of a retrace. I'm just looking at the 4 hourly again. It failed to push up any further than yesterday, and it's sort of this sort of wedge forming, which I've drawn on here, quite a big wedge, but again, just on the pattern that we're seeing here, it just looks soft. So there we go, soft, soft, soft. Gold, soft. Daily wise, not the pretty weak signal. Signal there. The market's weak again on the 4 hourlies. Just seeing it coming through again here. Just all looking soft right the way through its time frames at this moment. Again, though, we could end up at, we've got a bit of double divergence on the hourlies here, so we'll see if that for that to be triggering or doing anything, you'd want to be seeing about 1824-ish area to see if that work its way off effectively, but or trigger that bigger movement. But at the moment, it's just looking soft there. Right. That was gold. Silver. Let's just have a quick look on the hourly and see what's going on. I've already drawn the wedge on there as well, so there you go. There's the wedge on silver. At the moment, lower highs, higher lows. Wedge, typical wedge pattern come out of that. And just looking on the dailies, and well, it's all these spiky bars looking quite soft here as well. So overall, softness through these markets. Oil rolling over a little bit yesterday. Come down the time frames here, lower highs coming through, and well, a bit of a bounce coming in the short term here, but again a bit of divergence on this hourly. Okay, so same story all the way through these markets. One thing, just bear in mind that we can just suddenly see a switch back on days like this, but my preference at the moment is to be long dollar, the current picture that's showing through these markets. Bitcoin, let's just come out to bigger picture. And Bitcoin maybe a bit divergence there. Yep, bit of divergence on the Bitcoin as it's sitting up there, but it did manage a solid update yesterday. But again, a bit of divergence sitting there. I wouldn't be too worried about that if you're buy and hold. It just may work itself off, but there we go. Right, that's pretty much it for me. I wish you, I know a couple of them may just want to ask questions on the old usual suspects, the Aussie Yen. Solid looking divergence there on the Aussie Yen, but the Aussie has and is playing its role slightly stronger still, and it's certainly stronger than the New Zealand dollar. This run up here just continues. Okay, FTSE head and shoulders. Let's have a look on the daily FTSE. FTSE is there, head and shoulders. I think you assume you're looking at this sort of pattern here, and well, yes-ish. If it starts rolling, breaking that neckline, I guess certainly if it breaks this neckline, it will give it, or this low here, it's given a lower high. So yep, all looks a bit soft at the moment. So there we are. Wish you a great day. Bye for now.